Hi class, welcome to Medical Anatomy and Physiology. My name is Dr. Leonard Hardy. I'm going to be your instructor for the course. Um, we have a lot of stuff to cover in this course because this is going to be like your basics course for anything. This is kind of like a make it or break it course when it comes down to what you're doing and what your programs have required. So again, my name is Dr. Leonard Hardy. I'm excited to join you on your new journey, this new educational journey. As I said earlier, there's a lot that we have to explore. There's a lot that we have to learn to prepare you for your success at Fordham College. Just a little background on myself. I'm married. I have two sons. I was born in Texas, but I moved to Jersey. I lived in Jersey for about 30 years, so I just got a chance to move back home. It's been good being close to family and friends, so it's been great. Educationally, I have a doctorate from health science from A.T. Still University. I received my master's and my bachelor's. My master's is in exercise science, and my bachelor's was in fitness and wellness from Cal U, which is California University of Pennsylvania, right outside of Pittsburgh. I have a little bit over 10 years experience in teaching. I've taught this class at other colleges. I've taught face-to-face. This course, I teach a lot of health science courses, a lot of kinesiology, movement type courses, ethics. So I have a pretty good extensive teaching background, online and also face-to-face. Additionally, I am practicing physical therapist assistant. I've been a PTA for a little bit over almost 17 years. I currently have a license here in the state of Texas, but I also have a license in the state of New Mexico, New York, New Jersey, and Florida. Prior to my physical therapy career, I was a banker for about 20 plus years. I was a senior bank examiner with FDIC. Those are the guys who ensure the deposits at your bank. And then I was a senior vice president in charge of loan operations at Capital One Bank. So that's a little bit of a background on me. We're going to get into it. This is going to be our first week. So this week we're going to kind of go over the basics of anatomy, the areas that we're going to be discussing, and then at the end I'll give you a brief overview of what your requirements are for the course for this week and for the whole course in general. So let's break it down. So anatomy is the study of the structure, or the Greek term means to cut it up. Physiology is the study of the function, and the Greek term is related to nature. So those two terms are involuntary, intertwined. So basically the structure follows the function, and the function follows the structure. That's the basis of anatomy and physiology. Now, there's a hierarchy of complexity of the way things work in the world. We have atoms, molecules, cells, and organs. So typically, your molecules are composed of atoms. Organelles are composed of molecules. Cells are composed of organelles. Tissues are composed of cells. Organs are composed of tissues. And organ systems are composed of organs. So that gives you a basic idea of how the hierarchy of things work. Now, during the course, we're going to go over each system as relates to anatomy and physiology. I'm going to give you a brief overview of each one of them. So the first one we have is the integumentary system. That's your skin. It forms the external body covering. It's composed of the skin, the sweat glands, the oil glands, the hair, the nails, and those follicles. It also protects the deep tissues from any type of injury, and it also sensitizes vitamin D. When we talk about sensitizes vitamin D, it processes vitamin D. So you ever hear a person say, hey, I'm going to go out and get a little vitamin D, they're going to go outside in the sun so they can receive vitamin D, because vitamin D comes from the sun. The second system is the skeletal system. It composed of the bones, the cartilage, the ligaments. It protects and supports the body organs. It provides the framework for the muscles, and it also is the blood site for cell formation, and it's responsible for storing minerals. The next system is the musculoskeletal system. It's composed of the muscles and the tendons. It allows for us to manipulate and to move and for locomotion motion through. It makes our facial expressions, whether we smile or frown. It also maintains our posture, makes sure we're up and right, and it also produces heat. Next is our nervous system. It's composed of the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves. It's responsible for the fast-acting control system of the body. So as we receive something, we touch a hot plate, it knows exactly what to do. It responds by stimuli, by activating the muscles and the glands. The next you have is your cardiovascular system. It's composed of the heart and the blood vessels. The heart pumps the blood. The blood is then transported throughout the body via the vessels. Next, you have the lymphatic system. So the lymphatic system consists of the red bone marrow, the thymus, the lymph nodes, and the lymph vessels. It picks up any kind of fluid leaks. It also houses our white blood cells, which is used to fight, gives us immunity to certain diseases. Next, you have your respiratory system. It's composed of the nasal cavity, the pharynx, the trachea, the bronchioles, and the lungs. It keeps the blood supply with oxygen, okay, and then it removes carbon dioxide. The next system you have is your digestive system. It's composed of the oral cavity, the esophagus, the stomach, small intestines, large intestines, rectum, anus, and liver. It breaks down all the food that we eat into units so that it's passed out through the blood. It also eliminates the indigestible foodstuffs via feces. Next, you have your urinary system. It's composed of the kidneys, the urinary bladder, the urethra. Its responsibility is to eliminate noxious wastes from the body. It's also there to regulate water, electrolyte balance, and pH in the blood. The next you have is your endocrine system. It contains the pituitary gland, the thyroid, the adrenal gland, the pineal gland, and the thymus. It's our secondary great control system that influences any type of metabolic activities within the cells by using hormones in order to act. Next we have is our male reproductive system. It's composed of the prostate gland, the penis, the testes, the scrotum, and the des deferens. It produces the sperm and also the male hormones. Next you have the female reproductive system. It's composed of the mammary glands, the ovaries, the urethral tube, the uterus, and the vagina. The ovaries produce the egg and also the female sex hormone. The remaining structures serve as fertilization for development of the fetus, and the mammary glands produce the milk for newborns. So we're going to go over each one of those, each week. So I just want to give you a rough little overview. Last thing, homeostasis. So our body goes through homeostasis. Homeostasis is where everything is kept level. So by definition, homeostasis is the ability to maintain a relatively stable internal environment with an ever-changing outside world. Okay, so we're always going through certain type of homeostasis. Homeostasis could be thermal, it could be chemical, it could be neurologic factors also. So just to briefly explain the homeostasis, there's 3 different areas that are affected. One, you have a receptor. The receptor receives or provides the information from the stimuli. Then you have the control center, which tells that particular value or whatever the set point is, what should happen, how do we get to that point. Next you have your effector. It elicits a response to say, hey, this is what needs to happen. Prime example, if you cut yourself, okay, the first thing that happens, you hit yourself and you feel that throughout your arm, it comes through, and then it goes to the brain, and the brain says, hey, I cut myself, what do I need to do? Muscles you need to contract to get away from that stimuli. Same thing as good example is if you burn yourself. Perfect example. Now also in homeostasis, you have a negative feedback loop and we have a positive feedback loop. So the negative feedback loop, it typically, the output shuts down and reduces. In that case, one good example is glucose regulation, calcium regulation, and hormone production. The next is you have a positive feedback loop. It enhances, more. And that means that there's one good example is childbirth, and another one is blood clotting. That's basics of homeostasis. Real quickly, we'll go over the things that are your responsibilities for the week. Remember, I've posted an announcement in your assignments. All your assignments need to be produced on the worksheet provided. No pictures, no handwritten pictures of any assignments will be accepted. You have a worksheet, use it. I put instructions inside the announcements how to do that. Your discussion board format, make sure that your discussion board, your primary post is substantive, and your response posts are also substantive and also engaging. And I put an announcement out there about discussion board heads. Ask an open-ended question. An open-ended question asks who, what, why, and where. Okay? That lets me know that you understand. It also lets me know that you're trying to engage your other classmates. This is a discussion. You are being graded on your engagement inside your discussion board. Remember, your primary post is due by Wednesday, and Sunday is the final time for your discussion boards. Any discussion posts posted after Sunday will not be accepted. Okay, so your discussion runs between Monday and Sunday, so make sure you get everything posted by then. Another thing we have, there's also tutoring sessions. Okay, I will post the whole tutoring section for the course, and you can go and participate. As they record them, I will post the recordings in the announcement, so you'll be able to, you have all the time in the world. If you can't make it, you can look at the recording. Be cautious about late policy. I posted the late policy in the course. Make sure you review it and you understand it. My office hours, we're going to be on Mondays from 5 to 6 Central Standard Time. So if you have any questions, anything, you can pop right in. There's a Zoom link there for you to be able to look at the Zoom, click onto the Zoom, go right to the course. And I've also posted in the announcements the Zoom link for them also for the whole week. So you can click onto that and it will take you right to the Zoom. So remember, my office hours are from Mondays from 5 to 6 Central Standard Time. All right, everyone, welcome to the course, and let's get started. We got a lot of stuff to learn. Take care.